healing session, a healing live to remove hexes. Okay, if you feel that you've been hexed, you don't feel like yourself, no matter how hard you put effort or try, things are just there seems to be bad luck. So remove all of that, okay, as well. So just if you come across this, this is definitely for you. You've more likely been hexed. Either you know about this or you don't. Either way, your ancestors, your spirit guides, the Great Spirit, the Creator, Source, whatever you want to call the energy, has guided you here, all right? Just receive this with an open heart. Just make sure you hydrate, make sure you rest. All right, this is a healing to remove hexes, okay? Thank you all so much for being here, all right? So let me know how you feel in the comments below here. Thank you so much. This is a healing to remove hexes, all right? How are you? Thank you for being here. Thank you. This is to remove hexes, all right? So if you are here, you're more likely to have been hexed in some way. Some hexes are small, some hexes are significant, okay? Some people don't realize they're doing it. So I'm going to remove all of these hexes that people have sent towards you intentionally and unintentionally. All right. Just let me know how you feel in the comments below. Make sure you drink plenty of water, okay? Okay, because this is going to clear out all of the energies that are stuck within your energy field, okay? Thank you for being here. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. All right. I am available for personal readings, healings, and spiritual classes as well. All of what I have to offer is in my community section. All right. Check out all the content I have posted recently as well. All right. And subscribe for more lives like this, more healing content like this. I do healings and readings, okay? Whoops. Thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate everybody in here. All right. How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. This is a healing to remove hexes. If you want to know what a hex is, this is somebody that doesn't wish you well. All right, that speaks negatively of you. All right, so but yeah. Thank you all so much for being here. This is to remove hexes, all right? Just focus on receiving this healing energy here. Just make sure you hydrate and you rest. This is a healing to remove hexes, all right? Let me know how you feel in the comments below here. This is a healing to remove hexes. If you are here, you are guided here by your spirit team for this healing, this energy healing to remove hexes from all areas of your life. Just make sure to hydrate, make sure to rest. You are here, you are guided here. Take it as a sign, because you are guided here for this healing. I offer healings, readings, and spiritual classes. All of what I offer is in my community section of my page. Check out all the recent content I have posted. If you've been feeling a lot of heavy energies, you've been feeling even more tired lately, or you've lost motivation in some way, even though you're not like that, it's more likely you have been hexed in some way. Of course, you're welcome. Thank you to everybody that is here. Just make sure you hydrate and rest. Hope everybody's enjoying their weekend or trying to enjoy their weekend. All right. Just focus on my hands here. Just let me know what you see in your mind's eye here, because this will open up your gifts. This will open up your senses as well. Okay, because sometimes when people hex you, you know, your gifts can feel blocked or get blocked or filtered. Just let me know what you see, hear, and feel here during this healing session. Hope everybody's doing well this weekend. And if you have to work, I hope you are blessed with more. Blessed with more recognition, more support. All right. Because we all need to feel appreciated, you know. And this energy will clear all these negative opinions that people tend to say to you, or you know, about you when you're not around. You know, this will protect from that type of energy as well, gossip and things like that. So this will put you in alignment with the right people, you know, the ones that mean well, that are genuine. Okay. Thank you all so much for being here on this Saturday. We are now in Sagittarius season. The sun has moved into Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the ninth house in astrology. Ninth house deals with higher education, higher learning, research, foreign lands, long distance travel, stepping out of your comfort zone. It's about wisdom. It's about teaching. It's about the teachings that you were given. This is an energy that tends to go against the grain, tends to do their own thing usually. So if you know a Sagittarius, or if you are a Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising, or if you have a lot in your chart, then you will understand. You will always do things your way. You all about experience. You know, Sagittarius is all about experiencing life. It's all about wanting to try new things, experimenting, things like that. More optimism usually flows in a Sagittarius season. So they're ruled by Jupiter. So Jupiter is all about wisdom. It's a big planet. So think of a big planet, big aspirations, big goals. But Jupiter also co-rules Pisces, so there's a little bit of a Pisces feel to this energy as well. So, and this is like, you know, how you connect to spirit. How do you connect? How do you go about this stuff, you know? You're just open-minded. You just want to learn more. You're a teacher, and people may see you as that, or people may come to you for advice during this time because they see maybe that you've been through something, or you're just an old soul, and people come towards you for advice a lot. Yeah, moon and Sag. Oh, okay. Yeah, overall, the best word for Sagittarius is freedom. So they need to feel like they're free. They can't, if they feel like they're confined, it's not going to work. They got to have their freedom in a sense, okay? But this healing will help remove those hexes that keep you from feeling free. You know, we could be our own worst enemy. So, but Sagittarius is here to kind of, it's lighten the mood, you know? So it's all about like teaching, like just whatever you learn, you want to relay it to people. You want to let people know what you've learned from, and you enjoy that. You enjoy being a teacher in some way. So, and Sagittarius is opposite is Gemini. So Gemini is the student, Sagittarius is the teacher. So, and those are like opposite energies. So opposites attract normally. Gemini is always curious. Sagittarius is willing to teach because they already have a lot of knowledge. They already understand a lot of things. They maybe have a lot of cultural backgrounds or speak more than one language too. So yeah, Moon and Sag. Moon and Sag, if it's your emotions, so it's all about, being optimistic or just staying optimistic in situations where most people don't have optimism. It's very important to have optimism in places, even though it may not seem like there's a lot of hope, but it's very important to have just to bring the best possible outcome, whatever it may be, you know. That's what Sagittarius teaches. Through your own wisdom, you understand if this comes up, then you know how to handle it. So, oh, you're a Gemini rising. Okay. Yeah, Geminis are all about, like, they're the third house. Their communication, it's siblings, it's aunts, cousins, uncles, it's short distance travel. It's the local area where you live. It's that kind of energy. So it's your intellect, it's your mind, it's your intelligence. It's how you process information. It may be different. You may, like people may, if you have a Gemini placement, people will probably have said, "Wow, that's smart of you," or that, that's very creative of you to do that. Like there's something, it's a lot of creative energy. So, you know, it's our intelligence. So it's like Gemini energy tends to be very smart. They tend to be known as the smartest person in the room, or they tend to process things quicker, or they tend to learn quicker than some people. So, but they're always curious, so, and this healing will clear any of these hexes that block you from like trusting yourself, or, like, because Gemini is all about your ideas too. So your ideas, come towards you. It may seem very random. These thoughts or these solutions come towards you when you're not thinking about it. It hits you. Um, so Geminis tend to be claircognizant, as they are that clairsense that is just the knowing, of just not understanding why you do know that, and for some reason you just do. Um, so pay attention to those things. Tend to have good memory too, great memory. Geminis tend to have really good memory, so they can remember things. They don't really have to write things down too much. So, but it's advised they should though, like because because of the information or the ideas there, they might as well write it down before it leaves, like, if that makes sense. So, yeah. But yeah, but since we're in Sagittarius season, you're gonna tend to feel more optimistic. You're gonna tend to feel more daring. You're gonna not daring, but you're gonna feel more bold. You're gonna feel like I need to take a chance or something. Um, oh, your sun is a Virgo. Yeah. Well, the Gemini and Virgo are ruled by the same planet, so they're both ruled by Mercury. So they're very similar in their thought process. Virgos tend to be more observant. Geminis tend to be more just the knowing of things. Virgos are very observant. They analyze things a lot. So Virgos are very, I would say, they're considered. Their routines are very important to them. Having a certain routine. Um, and it's all about their health, and it's all about their, um, their work, their job, their coworkers, things like that. It's your organization, those types of things. So if you're not organized or something like that, it'll be more apparent because your sun's in Virgo. So the sun is bright, so it can't hide. It's not in the dark. It's the sun. So if you're not organized, your health's not right, then it'll be obvious to you. It'll become obvious to you, but it's a mercurial energy, so it takes a while to wind down. It takes a while to sleep. You have to like you center yourself, as a Virgo or Gemini. Sagittarius tend to be very go 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 too. So, but if you have a Gemini, you're more likely cluttered a little bit. Because Gemini it could be cluttered, it could be scattered. So it's scattered brain, So, and the Virgo there you have is more like it's for you to have it or to be organized to help with that, so you don't feel so confused. So, because your space represents your mind, it represents you. If that makes sense. So, it's certainly, yeah, because definitely if you're not organized or your routine gets thrown off by something unexpected, it'll mess with you. You won't feel balanced at all. So, but if you have a Gemini placement or Gemini rising in your case, in your energy, it's more likely your mind is always moving or working. You're always communicating something, either to spirit or to others, things like that. So, hey, how are you? If anybody's just coming in, this is a healing to remove hexes. And I'm just talking about Sagittarius season and Gemini here, the energies that are connected here during the season. So we're officially in Sagittarius season, and this healing will remove hexes to help you become more optimistic about everything, to clear away any blockages, that you may feel like, why isn't this working, or why can't this work? This will shift your mind. Oh, that's good. Congratulations on that. It's quite an accomplishment. Um, but yeah, this is going to remove hexes because a lot of people are either intentionally doing it, unintentionally hexing. So this energy will clear whatever you may have absorbed from the hexes. So hexes are things that people like don't wish you well, whether it's success or it's money or it's your love life or your well-being. Like this is removing that. So it's the energy healing. So just focus on my hands if you have to. Just be open to receiving this and just make sure you're hydrating and resting. Okay. Yeah, certainly with Sagittarius, you're going to see a change in your mindset, a need to get out, or a need to like go somewhere, or want to get out more. You want to enjoy life more. The Sagittarius is like free spirit. So they're free spirits. So they got to have their freedom too. They got to enjoy life too. They take things so serious all the time. But there's some times where they do need to take things serious, and that could be a thing where there's a balance, of course, with any sign, but especially Sagittarius need to balance having fun with taking doing the things you need to do. So it just depends when you're born in Sagittarius season. If you're born during November, you're more like you have more of a Scorpio energy, so you're more like you're more, I don't say withdrawn, but you're more, maybe you're not so, like you're not like talkative, like you're not a person that's just going to reveal things about yourself so easily, you know but you're open to, you're still open, but in the right situation, if that makes sense. But if you're a Sagittarius that's born in like December, for example, like you're more of have a Capricorn feel to you. So you're more, probably have more of a sense of like your work, you have a hard work ethic, or you're disciplined, or you need to be structured. You plan for the long term and things like that. So you're not as maybe, carefree is maybe a November Sagittarius or because if you're November, December Sagittarius, it's definitely, there's a difference. One is a very water influence, the other one's an earth influence. One's more practical, the other one's more intuitive. The one's more psychic or needs to listen to their insight, things like that. When it comes to a November Sagittarius, you have to pay attention to your insight. So pay attention to those things. Don't reveal things, necessarily. Don't reveal what you're doing. Don't reveal your moves. Move with strategy, that kind of thing. So, but yeah, it's all about experience. It's about wisdom. You gain wisdom through experiences, through experimentation, even. You could live a little reckless at times. It's a carefree energy, so it could, Sagittarius is, they like to live fast sometimes. They tend to be the most chill of the fire signs, but they tend to be that normally. Just depends on their placements and stuff. But out of Leo and Aries, they're the most calm. So Aries and Leo are always like this, and Sagittarius is just sitting back. They don't really care. They're carefree. They're on to the next thing anyway. So, but at some point when they do find the right moments, they will settle, and they will, once it aligns with their ability to have free range, to be flexible. They're a flexible energy. They're very mutable. So mutables are very adapt. They could adapt to any type of circumstance or situation very easily, and make it work for them. And usually opportunities will come towards them, or they'll have like a lot of good luck or good fortune, it seems, or people see them as like lucky, or see them as like, oh, they're always getting those. People, because of this, people could get jealous of that. People can become very envious of you for that, because if you're getting those opportunities that they want and you're getting them instead of them, it depends, right? So, and this is what I'm doing this healing session for. So, to clear hexes that people have hexed you and not wished you well, hope you don't like take opportunities, or they don't want you to have an opportunity, things like that. These are what hexes are. So these things could be very small. They could be, like just inconvenient, or they could be very big depending on who the person is who's trying to hex you. Some people will make it they will take a lot of time out of their own day to try to hex you and make sure you're not doing well, whatever area of your life, so this energy is removing that. This healing is removing that. So you'll come out of this feeling a lot more motivated. You'll come out of this feeling more grounded. You'll feel more like you'll get to the things that you've always wanted to do, or if you put off, or you kind of have been stalling on. All right. So, and this will help you be more mindful too going forward. So that way you won't give so much energy to that. Okay. Because it needs your energy to work and operate, to manifest in your life if you pay attention to it. This will help you reclaim and help you just be mindful, and you won't even know it's going on, because you'll be too busy, um, growing, and just getting things done. So, but I thank y'all for being here. All right. So I am available for healings, readings, and spiritual classes. All of what I offer is in the community section of my page. I just posted that recently, so check out all the services and how much the rates and the payment options, things like that. So, a lot of my readings, healings, and classes have the option of WhatsApp, either by voice call or just video call. Or certain cases with the readings, I could just send it to your email and just let you know what I picked up, or things like that. So, and usually the healing sessions on WhatsApp, if you're doing it on WhatsApp with me, it's usually 30 to 40 minutes on average for healing sessions. So, and readings tend to be the same amount as well. Um, so, but yeah, just happy solar returns to my Sagittariuses that have birthdays today. So happy birthday, happy solar return. Hope this Sagittarius season brings a lot of blessings towards everybody here. You're December 16th. Oh, you're very close to Capricorn season. That's a December Sag. That's like more it has like Capricorn feel to it. It's more, it's like this, the sense of having structured discipline. It's the more sense of having to think of the long term a lot of the time, what am I going to do long term? I need to take a chance so I can have that, type of thing. So always traveling, that kind of thing. Always never in the same place for more than a period of time, then you're on to the next thing, whether that's literally moving or whatever it is. Something you're learning, you'll learn something else. You go like, okay, I've learned that long enough. Let me try to learn this, or like that kind of thing. And let me teach this. You could like teaching and educating and guiding people is a problem is a passion for a lot of like, or it's either a passion or it's something that it just comes natural to them, is to just give great advice, things like that, teach, things like that, speak in front of people and be comfortable with it, and that kind of thing, being open minded. That's a big thing for them, is they're always open minded. They have to be. It helps them stay, understand the opportunities that present themselves. It's like, I need to consider this. Um, it's like it's about experience for Sagittarius. That's where they get their wisdom from, their knowledge from. So they're gonna want to learn as much as possible, and then they just relay that when they feel called to, or when people come towards them or whatever. So this energy will clear any hexes that are blocking your passions or things from coming to fruition, or delaying some blessings of yours right now. So this will remove this healing session. So if you are here, you're going to see your life change significantly for the better, because once you remove hexes, you will feel lighter, you'll feel more grounded, you'll feel more calm, you'll feel more like yourself. You'll start seeing things kind of getting going again. Delays will clear. Stagnant energy, you won't feel stuck, that kind of thing. So but thank you all so much for being here with me. All right, hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. But yeah, December 16th, your psychic number is a 7. So it's all about going, it's about diving deeper, than the surface level with yourself and and just things in general. It's a spiritual number. So it's 7. It's connected to Neptune, the planet Neptune, which is your spirituality. It's the dream world and things like that. So those types of things. I wouldn't be surprised if you have, vivid dreams or prophetic dreams, things like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if you enjoy your solitude, if you enjoy, just kind of just daydreaming, or, listening to music or something, like having music kind of like music really speaks to you or something, like that kind of energy. So they tend to be very creative energy, Pisces, but it's more on the non-physical level of creativity. It's more like the channeling. You just channel something, and just something inspires you. You listen to this song, whatever it is, and it's like, wow, this song speaks to me or something. So, but yeah, so yeah, it is the spirit realm. So, Neptune rules over the 12th house. So 12th house is ruled by Pisces. So, and Pisces is all about the spirit world. It's about communicating with spirit. It's about your spiritual. It's about your past lives as well, and things like that. This is about like escapist tendencies, tendency to escape things. So, like that kind of stuff. You're born on. Oh, you're a Libra, so yeah. If you're a psychic number nine, so nine is tends to be very independent. So they tend to like to do things by themselves anyway. So being born in October, no matter what, all 10th of all 10th of September. Oh, interesting. Oh, you're a Virgo. Oh, okay. Yeah, Virgo's like their solitude. Virgo is the opposite of Pisces. So Virgo and Pisces very similar. Um, they need to balance themselves with others. So being of service to others and being of service to themselves too. Making sure they're growing and not just helping others grow. You know, spiritual hygiene. Having proper energetic boundaries. With people, that kind of thing. So Virgos and Pisces are very similar. They're opposites, but they're similar. But you're born on the 10th, so 10 is a psychic number 1. So 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 10 and 1 is a 1. It's the sun. Sun is your higher self. So there's a connection to your higher intelligence, as they say. That voice that talks to you a lot. So one, people that have a psychic number 1 or born on the first, or life path 1, or they're born on the 10th. Yeah, these are people that have a higher self connection. So that's their life purpose too. So it's your self expression, it's your creativity, it's the house of children as well. So it's fun and games, it's romance, it's entrepreneur, it's like those types of energies. It's a Leo energy. It's ruled by the sun. One is the sun, and the sun rules over Leo. So there's a Leo quality going on too. A Leo energy, even though you're Virgo, but there's a Leo going on. So as well, sun just shines on you. People, there's a tension that just your people are drawn to your energy. It's very vibrant or something. Um, Even though you may not like the attention you get because you absorb it. You're like a sponge or something like that. So you feel tired or drained in public. So you can't be in public too long, things like that. You can't wait to come home and just be, just chill and be by yourself. And so you can hear your own, you can hear your thoughts. So, but being in Sagittarius season, so Sagittarius, Pisces, Sagittarius is ruled by the same planet. So, Neptune co rules, or Jupiter co rules Pisces. So, there's a lot of good fortune and good luck and wisdom when it comes to when you connect to spirit, or your spirit team tends to guide you towards opportunities when you need to. So, when it's presenting itself, like, are you going to take that opportunity, or you just let it pass you up, pass you by? So it's very important, but it's like at the same time you want to be by yourself. So it's like you don't want to be bothered, but at the same time you gotta like make sure you're helping others as well, as much as you can, as much as people are willing to receive that. um it's another thing too, not to overreach either. So don't overreach. If somebody is not wanting to help, you can't force them. Only if somebody is willing to be open to it, then that's where it's at. But sometimes Virgos can overreach and do too much, so for others that wouldn't do the same for them. So, and that's why they will go into solitude, because sometimes they just need to think about it. So But this is a healing to remove hexes. If you're just coming in here, this will help you feel a lot lighter, more motivated, more confident, more clear-headed. All right. The insight you're meant to receive will come towards you easier. All right. Just let me know how you feel in the comments below here. Thank you so much for being here. Just make sure you hydrate and rest afterwards here. All right. So check out all the content I have posted recently. All right. I am available for readings, healings, and spiritual classes. All of the rates and services I offer, where you can contact me for it, is in my community section of my page. So, of course, you're welcome. Hopefully, everybody's enjoying their weekend. The sun is shining, so let yourself shine. Let yourself out there. Express yourself. You know, it's safe to be you. Okay. I mean, it's all. I mean, it's whatever people feel called to do to help with it. You know. Um. So, I mean, everything is a tool. Everything is a resource from spirit. You know, candles, things like that are like spirit giving you different ways. You know, so there's no. I see that being very beneficial because it is a flame. It's a candle, but it's a flame. It's an element. So you're connecting to the flame, the fire element. So, and the fire tends to really dissolve those things. It's very intense. You know, it removes it. It could be very intense, but of course, you know, it always starts with us. You know, we have that ability, the power to give things power or infuse things, you know, with our own energy. So everything is energy. So once we know everything is energy, things can hold energy, then it becomes a lot easier and things can, and it takes a lot of your energy to charge whatever energy it is, you know, you're trying to charge it with. Um, you know, just like the wind, you can't see it, but you certainly can feel it. You know, that's how energy is. You can't really see it, but you can certainly feel energy. So whether we realize that or not. So, but I think it's, you know, it's a great tool. You know, uh, make sure you hydrate. Make sure you rest after this. All right. Yeah, it's certainly a time where it's important to protect yourself. You know, it's especially, I think we're in retrograde. I'm not sure how long we've been in retrograde. I haven't really noticed. Um, so this will bring a lot of extra protection. You know, this will help you communicate with your protection, with your guides. Um, so with your higher intelligence, um, things like that, your ancestors. This will bring new life into you. This will help uplift you out of something that you know felt stuck in, um, or this will change the way you think about it. Uh, a lot of them, yeah, yeah, because I know one's going direct, one's still in retrograde. So yeah, Mercury goes retrograde more than once, usually 3 times a year. Mercury, because it's a fast-moving planet, so it tends to go retrograde a few times a year. I think that's the one that's going direct. I believe. I'm not sure, but this will help you with understanding these energies and helping you trust yourself here during this time. So because we're moving in to the later part of the year now, we're pretty much at the end of it. Of course, calendar wise, but really the astrological calendar, we're still got a ways yet. So we still got Capricorn, we have Aquarius, then Pisces. Then Pisces considered the end of the year. And then the new year, the actual energy where you actually feel the new energy is around March. It's around middle of March somewhere. When Aries starts. But thank you all so much for being here. All right. But this is a healing to remove hexes. All right. So I'll be on here for a little while longer. All right. So I know I haven't been on here in a while, but I'm glad I'm on here right now to help with everybody, help with clearing these hexes, helping you regain your strength, your power, your freedom. All right. Just let me know how you feel in the comments below. How does this make you feel? A lot of you are dealing with some back issues, like maybe in the mid back. Get a lot of energy around that part. That tends to be connected to your middle back. Tends to be your solar plexus. So that has a lot to do with your confidence. Has a lot to do with the movement. Getting things done, moving. Uh, your ambition, basically, is driven by your solar plexus. Your back, okay, yeah, because it's in the middle. I feel it like in the middle, like a soreness or something like that. So, but this energy will clear any discomfort too with anything you're dealing with right now. This will help you put you into alignment. Okay, so align your chakras up, okay? So anything that comes up, emotions, whatever it may be, okay, it's going to be for your highest good because it's just going to come out, okay? Usually, sometimes our body has issues because there's something stuck in our body that we have yet to release, we have yet to deal with. Um, you know, and the spiritual side of things, it's how those types of things manifest is when something is stuck in one of your chakras, and that's why your body will feel that. Your body it will manifest as some physical thing. Could be a small thing, could be something that's significant. All right, so and sometimes these hexes cause these types of things as well in certain circumstances with people. They kind of do this. They'll people that don't really like you, they will do stuff like this. They will intentionally send a lot of this energy towards you to cause some type of issue. You know, maybe come off as maybe it's all just my health or something. Sometimes it's a spiritual thing. Sometimes, still, I would advise checking in with your doctors and stuff if you feel like it's an issue. So still, so but of course, I just want to put this out there. This is not a substitute for medical advice. Okay, make sure you're always checking in with your doctor if you need to. But if you want a nice alternative, this is what I'm here for. All right. Heart palpitations. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. But yeah, certainly certain health issues can be caused by blockages in your system, your energy system, your chakra system. Working with, this type of this spirit work I do, I've learned quite a bit from spirit and what they have told me about what causes things, what's the spiritual cause of things. I will be closing out this session after a while, and I'll be doing a little reading here for the collective to close out this live. All right. All right. Just make sure you hydrate and rest. All right. So I'm going to do this reading here before I sign off. I'm going to do a reading for the collective here. What does this collective need to know at this time? The Great Spirit, the higher self of my collective. What is it that the collective needs to know? What does this collective need to know at this time? The Great Spirit, the Great Mystery. What is it that they need to know at this time? So at the bottom we have the Two of Swords. So you may feel just stuck. You may feel in between. You may feel like, why isn't anything happening right now? Type of thing. And the Knight of Cups is here, so it's to help you release that from your energy. Okay. And allow spirit, allow the divine. You know, with the Seven of Cups here, it's like your dreams are telling you things. Okay, your dreams are telling you what's going on, what you need to work on. You know, it's basically wherever you're putting your energy into, and there's something around like to be consistent, like to be on this path. You know, like there's something where you need to keep with your routines, being consistent, things like that. Okay. Seven of Wands here, okay, in the first house. First house deals with your identity. It deals with your how you see everything, how others see you. So there's a lot of green here. So I just feel like you just feel overwhelmed, or you feel like people are just pushing against every time you take one step forward, you take 5 steps back or something like that. Okay, and it's retrograde, so it's a normal to feel that way, but it's very important to, I feel like, be heart centered right now. Not be in your head, but be in your heart. Okay, your heart's gonna always lead you. It's always gonna lead the way, is what I'm getting. Okay, so that's what I feel here. Move this over that way, but yeah. Yeah, we have Knight of Pentacles here in the placement of your second house, which deals with money, resources, personal belongings, your self-worth. So there's a lot around this, like this road that you've been on. It just seems like it's just taking forever, things to taking forever to get off the ground. But it's building though. You just have to be consistent, you know, that's the biggest thing. And always listen to your body, okay? Always listen to yourself, listen to your intuition, listen to those things, because your body's trying to tell you things when your body's at a limit. Okay. Five of Pentacles. So yeah, you may have low energy here. You may, like, your mind may be in this place of being, you know, like it's worried here. It's like you have low energy. It's like, what's the point of keep continuing if this nothing's happening, or like there's no need to worry about this. Okay, you may be around a lot of people, like I said, that have this mindset all the time, that are always like this, and that affects you, okay, because you're around these energies a lot. So, especially if it's people that you knew from your childhood, or, you know, people you just live with, things like that. King of Swords, this could be you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancerian energy. It's like a need to you utilize your throat chakra, or needing to speak up or something, or needing to say something during this time. Okay, speaking your truth. It's like you're not allowing others to tell you how to feel or think or go about something right now. Like, you're going about it the way spirit is giving it to you, how they're telling you to go about it. It doesn't matter what people, if they agree with that or not. Like, there's something around you, spirit's going to guide it the way. Okay, you know that. All right, so yeah, you're going to step out on on almost on faith even here. For some of you, you want to take some type of chance. There's some type of investment. There's something here for you, that your heart is desiring, or something. Okay, that you may have, maybe since you were a child or something. Maybe there's something around your childhood or inner child healing where there's something that you're always told that you couldn't do, or there was something that you were incapable of doing because these people said it, or your own family said it, or whatever it is. You know, could be particularly the mother, even for some of you, told you this stuff. Maybe you're healing the mother wound, the feminine energy within you. Like, there's this energy around, you do a lot on your own. Like, you're more than capable of doing something on your own, or you've been doing something on your own for a while. Even since from a young age, you've been doing things on your own. It feels like, you know, and people keep telling you can't do it. You don't have what it takes. You know, like, there's things like that. I feel like this could be things that people have said to you years ago, and it still bothers you to this day. Something like that. Okay, Page of Swords. Yeah. Like I feel like, with the Page of Swords here, you're dealing with a lot of energies here that are not exactly mature. They're the same all the time. It could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo person even. In the placement of your routine, your work, your job, your health. So this is energy has affected your health, especially. I feel like it's affected your well-being to some. It's almost like your nervous system. I get there's something around your nervous system. There's an energy of needing to feel calm in your nervous system. This need to reset. Um, okay, because it's like this thing where you're working on not reacting, or being reactive to somebody that wants a reaction out of you or something. This could be with a mother figure, as I mentioned, or it could just be just people overall, or at your work, or whatever it may be. People have just maybe been like this with you lately, where you haven't been able to be calm, is what I'm getting. Like you're trying to stay calm, is what I'm getting. Okay, yeah, Eight of Swords. And this is an energy where you have to ground during this time. Eight of Swords is in the placement of your seventh house, which is your relationships, marriage, contracts, okay, that type of thing. So there could be a sense of a relationship that's really straining on you. It's really bothered. It's like creating a lot of self-doubt within you because of what these people said, or this person has said to you constantly here. There's something around that. Okay, needing to say something, speak up, or something like that right now. Okay, you're welcome. Yeah, the Hierophant. This person could be religious. This person could be very rigid in their thinking. This is somebody that tends to think they have some type of control over you, or they think they can, or they have a hidden. It's almost like this energy where this person always has like a hidden agenda, even. It lives by a certain code, but has like a hidden agenda towards you because they don't agree with you or something. Could be going on with you right now. You just want to break free from. You want to break free from this, maybe this belief system, this pattern that they gave you, these belief systems they gave you, or something like that. Okay, this is in the eighth house. Eighth house deals with spiritual growth. It deals with endings, change. Okay, cycles of life. Okay, so like this is energy of a certain mindset or a certain belief system's coming to an end or needs to be released at this time. It's almost like a victim thing, like a victim mentality, like having to release it. It feels like. Okay. So yeah, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Just take this as wisdom. It's important not to take this personal. Like there's the energy around needing to just apply this as wisdom. Like there's a lot of wisdom that comes from these types of things. Okay, and knowing that everything is going in your favor, because it always is. Everything that doesn't work out, you're being protected from anyway. So whatever is falling apart is certainly is it's not meant to be there. Okay, this is wisdom right now. Applying your wisdom. This is about your wisdom right now. This is about maybe coming into a similar circumstance or situation, but this time you get a different like chance to like approach it differently or go about it differently or something like that. And that's what you're being given right now, I feel like. Yeah, death card. So you definitely have changed over the last 10 weeks, 10 months, even 10 years for some of you. All right, 13 could be significant as well. But this is something around surrendering to the now. There's something around that. There's something around you need to understand that you can't change certain things that have already taken place. Okay? The High Priestess, like again, listen to your body, listen to yourself, listen to your intuition, all right? This could be a spirit guide of yours, an ancestor of yours that could be here on the earth or in the spirit world. Like I see there could be some ancestors here for you that are guiding you. There could be several of them, or at least a few, at least 3 of them that I see here. Yeah, you have the Strength card. So you guys have done a lot of this healing. Okay, you've done a lot of healing in the background. Maybe people that you don't like the healing that you don't speak of to people. If people knew your story, they would, it would be inspiring, or like if people only knew what you were going through. But there's something about overcoming that, though. There's something about you've been able to overcome a lot of these things that you've experienced lately, or over time. it's important to apply the wisdom here. It's important to release some type of mentality here that you may have, or you're holding on to, of a certain mentality that you may have around everything. And it's important for you to release that type of mentality that they hold on to, because it's not serving you. So you have a healing energy to you. Okay, maybe you connect more with animals than you do people. Um, type of thing. All right, that's what I feel here, because this is like a sense of you're like, there's this energy of being strong. There's this energy of being spiritually strong. Like your energy has been through a lot of stuff, but every time you come out of it grown, or evolved, or a different version of yourself, like, type of thing. Because what you do is, when things happen, you don't like sit in it or sulk in it. You tend to kind of sit with it, but then you transform it. It's very important to transform a lot of these experiences, a lot of these things, into who you are now, or to your highest self, your highest form of authenticity. Okay, that's the big thing here. Is important that you're not going to stand for certain things anymore. Okay, and it's just right now. It's about letting go of certain mentalities, certain belief systems, and applying the wisdom, taking that and moving the way you've been moving. Like, things are picking up. They will. You just have to be around the right people, or just protecting your energy from the people that are not gonna. They're just not gonna change. So yeah. So we have the Hangman here. So, like, it's about mentality change. Change your mentality. They want spirit, your ancestors, your spirit team want you to change your mentality around everything right now. Because whatever mentality you're on, it's not serving you. It's not going to. Things will just repeat if you do that. It's like, you can't treat the same circumstances the same way. It's just not going to work. That's a what they call a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, you continue to create the same patterns and cycles by having the same mentality towards it. So spirit is asking you to change that mentality, and maybe get to certain things. Okay, maybe getting to certain things that you've been putting off at this time. Getting back to something that was working, and you thought, oh, it's not working, but it was. So, like, that kind of energy, it feels like. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So yeah, the Empress. So it's just like this energy of just retracting your energy. You've just been enjoying yourself, or needing to enjoy life more. Here, okay, we have Two of Cups at the top here. So you are very, like, it's about not closing yourself off from the world. Like, there's this energy where you don't do that. Don't close yourself off. All right, like, it's very important to not do that. Don't isolate so much. Like, that's the energy where you've been in isolation, or you've been in solitude. Now it's important for you to be out there, or starting to get yourself out there more. Starting to get into those things again. All right, so it's very important. So let's do another spread here before I sign off. So thank y'all for being here. I am available for readings, healings, and spiritual classes. All of the rates and services I offer is in the community section of my page. How much it is, and the payment options, and where you can contact me, things like that. So let's see what else here. What else is there for the collective to know here? This collective that is here in this live, what do they need to know from the Great Spirit, the Great Mystery, their higher selves? Let's see. See at the bottom, Eight of Pentacles. So, like, there's this energy, like, you could be getting distracted. Don't get distracted. Okay, there may be a lot of distractions right now. Okay. It's about alignment for you. You have to be aligned. It's not about how much you do, it's about being aligned with yourself, okay? It's not about like, oh, the more I do, the more it'll happen quicker. That's not how that works, okay? Seven of Cups here, you got your clairvoyance here, your mind's eye, and you got dreams here. And it's like there's some illusions here. Maybe like you're seeing something, like, again, with your perspective. Are you seeing it the way you're supposed to, or spirit trying to let you know? Four of Pentacles here in the first house. So yeah, you've been quite reserved. It's like this energy of being reserved. Okay, in the first house, you've been very reserved. You've been haven't been out there very much. But there's this energy of getting back into that. Okay. Yeah, this is accepting that you are on the path. You're right where you need to be right now with this temperance. Okay. Temperance is in your second house of your self-worth, of your self-love, your money, your resources, personal belongings. You are right where you need to be right now. Okay, you are not behind. You're not you're nobody's behind here. You're not behind. Okay. Five of Swords. There's this energy of maybe self-sabotage or people trying to sabotage you. Or you think people are trying to sabotage you. Maybe in certain cases not. Like there's this energy of maybe somebody's doing something, or so avoid intrusive thoughts here, holding on to things. Queen of Swords, this could be you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancerian energy. It could be very significant. This person you may have to protect your energy from. You could be a mother figure. There's a lot around the mother energy here. Okay. So Three of Cups here in the placement of your fifth house, which is your confidence, your creativity, your life purpose. So it's very important to just, I feel like it's very important to be mindful of who you're connecting with and things like that at this time. Your circle, okay, your people, things like that. You may be looking to connect with your people once again during this time. Two of Pentacles in the placement of your work, job, routine, health. So there's some type of, there's some type of cycle that's repeating here, possibly with your routine, your work, your health, that needs to be looked at even. I feel like, investing money wisely, or investing things wisely, investing your time and energy wisely. Eight of Cups here in the placement of your seventh house is your one-on-one relationships, okay? So there is something here, a version of you you're leaving behind, I get. Like there's again, you're leaving behind old versions of you, okay? That old life, that any of that old you that from last month even, or the last 3 months, that's gone. That version of you is gone. Nine of Pentacles here in the placement of your eighth house, which is inheritance, your cycles of life, change, transformation, things like that. So it's very important to understand that it's your confidence, and it's about understanding that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So it's not going to be dark. You're coming out of the tunnel. Okay. Yeah, you have the Knight of Swords here in the placement of your open-mindedness, okay, being bold, okay, like there's an energy around you're going to get back into maybe being assertive, things like that. There's a sense of being assertive, getting back into it, like there's that type of thing again, to be fearless, okay. You have the Ace of Swords in the 10th house of your career, long-term status. So there's something around your voice here that's very important for you. You need to be using your voice right now, or need to say something. We have the Page of Cups in the placement of your social media. Okay, acquaintances, unexpected change. So with whatever unfolds, just go with the flow of things. Make sure you're heart-centered. Like, again, there's an energy around getting out of your head into your heart. All right. Page of Wands, okay, in the placement of your solitude, life behind closed doors, spirituality, past lives, okay. There's a sense of being open to the new, learning, okay, learning to focus on yourself. Like there's this energy of focusing on, like spirit letting you know that you're coming out of this a brand new person. Okay, so this version of you that is falling apart, falling away, just leave it fall away. Okay. um all right, so that's what's going on with you right now. You're going through a huge transition. All right, and certain energy just can't be around you as much as you would want to be. You know that you can't just be hanging around just people, like just anybody. Okay. Knight of Cups. So yeah, you got support here. You have people maybe looking for support from you, um, to release all these fears, these anxieties, this overthinking. Give it to the divine, give it to spirit, because everything is like, it's just this energy where it may not look like anything's happening right now, but there's a lot happening. It's just not in the physical world, you know. So that kind of thing is what I'm picking up. Um, so we have this energy. It's like you've been behind the scenes a lot. Okay, Four of Swords. So because we have the Devil card here, this is you releasing fear and codependent energy, codependent people, toxic people, people that are maybe vampiric, things like that. Okay, this is an energy to like your higher self here. Okay, your higher intelligence. You're connecting to that, or it's important to connect it. Your higher intelligence is leading. Your higher self is leading the way. Trust that. Okay, like there's something about your higher self and your higher intelligence communicating with you at this time. Okay. And the Ten of Cups here, maybe something around family that's letting you know, or this is something like too with a vision you have, something you're trying to bring into your own reality, what you're trying to create. It's very important to maintain the vision, maintain it, and not lose sight of it because of maybe things are not happening right now. But it's very important to keep that going and be consistent. That's all the spirit wants you to be right now, is consistent. They don't want you overreaching or overworking. They just want you to be consistent. Okay? That's what it is. You know, avoid drama. Okay? Just know that, yeah, it could be unsettling. You know, just don't overreach. Okay? Just know your limit, understand your limit, understand your energy, spiritual hygiene. Okay? You may feel anxious. You may feel, you know, there's a sense of maybe you're anxious, maybe in a way where you're excited, possibly as well. You're excited to get back into something again. Like you may feel a rush of getting excited to do something again. Like I can't wait to do this again, or you know, like something like that is coming through. Again, your higher self. Okay, so that's what spirit wants you to know at this time. All right, is to release a certain type of mentality. Okay, certain mentalities, a lot of old versions. You're walking away from it. You're releasing them. So continue to do that. You know, it's very important to release certain mentalities and versions. That way we can understand the possibilities of the now, of the moment. You know, just having a healthy mindset is very important, just as much as you're being consistent or asserting yourself. Your mindset matters too, about it. Okay, not wanting to repeat something here. Not like there's a fear of something you've had, like there's a fear of something that you feel like is repeating, but it's not, or something like that. Okay, but you know, like you trust your gut here. You trust your again, your consistency. You show up for yourself. Um, you have a sense of, like, I feel like a lot of like creative energy here. A lot of you could be feeling very creative during this time. So, you know, make sure you're writing that down, or make sure you're creating here. You know, don't lose sight of what you're doing right now, because it is, everything is happening now. You keep building it. Okay, that's a big thing. And soon enough, you'll be out and about, and people will know who you are, and like there's this energy where something is waiting for you. Like this purpose is waiting for you, this calling is waiting for you, or something like what you maybe you were doing for a while, then you stopped doing, and now it's calling to you again. Like, listen to that calling. All right. Yeah, you're being called to be of service in a lot of ways here. Okay, like that kind of thing. You feel like this excitement of helping others, the excitement of doing what you're passionate about again, like it's coming back. So pay attention to that, listen to that. All right. So, all right, y'all, that was the live. Thank you for everybody that was been here the whole time, that was for the healing and this reading here. I am available for readings, healings, and spiritual classes. All of my rates and services, spiritual services I offer, is in the community section of my page, and my contact information, my payment options, it's all there. Check it out. But just check out the recent content I posted on this page recently, and the other content I have done. You're welcome, of course. Thank you all for being here. I'm thankful for everybody that just continues to support me on this page. Um, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Many blessings, and may divine insight find you when you need it. May miracles find you when you need it. Maybe may you always stay true to yourself. May you always be authentic. May you grow. Maybe may you grow and evolve, and may you be confident. Okay. Just know that life is meant to be lived, not picked apart. Okay. Your life is meant to be lived in your heart and not in your head. All right. You're welcome. Thank you, everybody. Once again, thank you. I am available again. Once again, I'm available for any readings or healings or classes, spiritual classes. All information is in the community part of section of my page. If you want to contact me for, and all that stuff, to book a reading, healing, or spiritual class. So, all right, y'all. Remember, the more you heal, the more you notice. Stay safe, stay hydrated. I love y'all. Namaste. I love y'all so much. I'll see you next time. I'll see you when I see you.